This guy, Jawad or Wissam Al Tawil, as it is called, it's of Hezbollah. He's in charge of Hezbollah operations in southern Lebanon. And as well, I am hearing also that he might have some relations to Hassan Nasrallah himself as a relative.
Yes, he's apparently the brother-in-law. Apparently, yes, he's married to,
yes,
he's
son-in-law or brother-in-law. Yeah. So this guy is in charge of all like operation in southern Lebanon, and that's a very significant, assassination for this type of leadership in Hezbollah. And as I understand, Radwan unit has already maybe the audience know, it's very, very dangerous elite unit of Hezbollah that fought for 10 years in the last 10 years of the civil war in Syria with very strong armies and very well experienced and very sophisticated. So a significant assassination like this leadership is very important for Israel.
Also, something important to note is that he had a lot of dealings with the Iranians, the IRGC. There's pictures of him online driving around Soleimani in all over
Exactly.
Syria. So, so it wasn't as though this is a real large connection to Iran. This is pretty much an IDF calling card, if you will, to let them know that they're on to everyone there. It sounds like.
Exactly. This is a strong message from Israel to the leadership of Hezbollah also after the attack on our strategic base on Mount Meron on Saturday morning, hitting this strategic Air Force intelligence base or headquarters in Mount Meron. This is also a message that we will not be calm and quiet with this I call it attack on our soil and very deeply in our soil. And this is a message that you guys will not run away from it. And we are gonna eliminate all leadership that might threaten our existence and our bases and our communities here in Northern Front.
Now, Hezbollah will not turn around and say, okay, that's fine. You got our number 2 or number 3 guy. We'll just move on with our lives. They're going to turn, it would seem as though what they'll do more than anything is ramp it up as well. In a situation where Israel has been trying to tamp down tensions, this doesn't bode like a good idea.
I would like to say something. I don't see, honestly, any hope for a diplomatic solution here in this front. Hezbollah is actually willing to drag Israel into war. He's not afraid to go to war. He was ready to go to war before October 7th, and he's asking to go to war. So if I understand very well, he will not go for war because of Hamas. He will go to war for his own interest. And he has some interest here now. He thinks that Israel is weak. He thinks that Israel now is fighting in the south, and there is some disputes among the Israeli society. There's no unity among Israeli society, which he's mistaking. I am sure about it, because he doesn't understand the unity that we have against him and against this threat to be eliminated from our northern border. So he's mistaken, and we are willing to eliminate this threat, and if not by the diplomatic solution, it would be definitely, as the Prime Minister said today, by other means, which is a war with them.
Right. And Shadi, one of the things that's been discussed is the fact that now that the IDF is scaling back, if you will, or shifting to phase 3 in Gaza, that would release a lot of those soldiers to then can be redeployed towards the north. Is that something that seems to be right along plan?
Well, yes, I believe that, releasing more soldiers will enable us to focus more on this front. And it's not that we couldn't do it in different multiple fronts before. We could do it, but this will enable us a better, actually, management of our forces to switch it to the north and protect the northern border in Lebanon and in Syria, too. Don't forget this. Iran built a ring of fire, which starts in Lebanon, ends in Iran, and in Houthis in Yemen, and inside the Western or West Bank, what we call Judea and Samaria, and Jenin and others. You know, they're trying to build all this front together and against Israel as a ring of fire. We know and aware of that, but now we have more forces to deal with this threat around us.
Shadi, last question to you. The folks in Lebanon don't want this to happen, because even the Beirut airport was hacked yesterday, and there were screens that basically told everyone that they blamed Nasrallah and said, we don't want a war in our backyard.
Yes, Lebanese people, I'm telling you, are hostages in the hand of an army of terror. Now it is an army of terror, but Lebanese people should know that if they allow this army of terror, Hezbollah, ISIS, to control Lebanon, their country will be a state terror or terror state, which will not even give them the ability to live in the beautiful life that they are used to live in Lebanon. And so I think we have a good interest, both of us, the Lebanese and the Israelis, to get rid of Hezbollah and implement the solution. The only solution for Lebanon today is 1559 and 1701 together, which is disarming Hezbollah and any other foreign force from weapons inside Lebanon, and only the Lebanese army would be able to carry weapons in this country and be functioning as a state and as a country.